This week on Teendom.
Don't forget to take care of yourself today.
Hey everyone, what is up? It is Avery, the host of Teendom Talk Show, the talk show for the kids, the teens, and everyone in between. Before we get into this episode, I have rubber bands now, so if I do sound a little bit different, that is why. If you have not seen Teendom Talk Show or my face before, hi, I'm Avery. I'm the host of this show, and I hope that you enjoy. So make sure to subscribe, like, follow, share with your friends, do all that fancy stuff, and I really hope that you enjoyed today's episode. Last week, just as a little recap for all of you guys, we were able to talk about all things fall, which is my favorite season. We got to try out some fall fashion trends, go to the most amazing shoe store ever, and we even got to try out some fall foods. So if you want to go back and watch that episode, the link is in the description, or you could also just go to Teendom Talk Show's page and go to episode 3. Today, we will be talking about all things self-care. Oh my gosh, there's a fly in here! But yeah, so we'll be talking about all things self-care. I am so excited to be able to share this with you guys because self-care is so important. So make sure to keep watching to learn even more about self-care and maybe even get some tips and inspiration on how you can do it yourself. We all need to take care of ourselves every once in a while. But before we get into it, I just want to give a quick little promo. Tomorrow is the Tap Into the Youth Entrepreneur Expo. I am so excited. If you are in Chicago, this is definitely something that you should make sure to come out to. It's from 2 to 6 p.m. and there will be so many different young vendors that are there. Food, fun, games, and so many different community bonding activities. This is definitely something that you do not want to miss. All information about the event is linked in the description. Make sure to come out, support, and you'll even be able to see a girl there because I will be moderating. Make sure to check it out. And now, let's get started with this Teendom Talk Show episode. Skincare, which is something that I find a huge part of self-care. Your skin is not going to only be the first thing that other people see, but it's also going to be the first thing that you see when you look in the mirror. And not only is having a skincare routine so relaxing, but it really just makes you feel like a whole brand new person. Today, 2 of my friends, Nia and Genesis, will be showing you their skincare routine and will also be sharing with you how it is a part of their self-care. Let's get into these routines.
Hi guys, my name is Nia and today I'm going to show you my skincare routine. So first I'm going to start by washing my face with the CeraVe Foaming Cleanser. I got it from Target. It was like $10 and it works really well. It doesn't break up my skin. It doesn't dry my skin out. It's just really nice. So that's what we're going to do now. Okay, so usually I would have like a soft towel to like dry my face with, but at the moment I do not have access to those. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a napkin and I'm just going to pat my face dry, not drag it because they'll like dry it out. So just a regular napkin and we're just going to pat it dry. So then we're going to use the retinol. So I use the CeraVe retinol. I got this from Meyer, but it probably is at Target also. I use this 3 times a week, and that's it, only at night. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit at the top of my forehead, some on my nose, some on my cheeks, and some on my chin. And then if I need more, I will apply, but usually I don't. So then we're going to go to the third and last step, and that is the bio oil. This is also found at Target. It really does come through. You can use this however many times a week you want. I usually only use it at night, and I use it like either every night, or if I want to use a moisturizer, which I haven't really been using because this is really coming handy, then I'll use it 3 times a night. Like I also like how I use the retinol, and it just takes away like any of the marks on your face. So like the marks from the pimples you popped, or like any other marks, like really like takes it away, I guess. What I will do is I will put some on my forehead, some on both of my cheeks, and some on my chin, and then some on my nose, kind of like in the same spots that I will put the retinol, and we'll just rub it in. It shouldn't be too much on your face because a little bit goes a long way. So I just rub it in, and yeah. So yeah, this is my 3-step skincare routine. It's very simple and straight to the point. It works for my skin, especially when I'm like on top of my skincare, because sometimes I usually like slack off for like maybe like a week or two, but when I'm on top of it, like it really helps me out. And yeah, that's it. Thank you, and don't forget to take care of yourself today.
What's up, Teendom? I'm a new person. My name is Genesis, and Ava wanted me to come out here and talk to you about skincare and show you a little bit about what I do for my morning routine. This is not morning, this is night. I'm filming this in the nighttime because in the morning I'll probably forget trying to rush out the house to go to school. After this, I'll probably be going to sleep. I just wanted to show you guys my morning routine, show you guys a little bit of what I do, and tell you guys that personal hygiene, skincare, that's all very important for young black women like us. Skincare, personal hygiene, you need to keep up with that because in this world we do need to look presentable at the same time and, you know, stand out. Period. Right now, I am about to do my skincare routine. I use this clear stuff. I have a lot of blackheads on my nose. They're kind of, you know, they were back. This is a scratch from something. They were going, but now I think they're coming back. I don't know. I try to take care of my skin every day. I do have some type of skin thing going on with my skin, so I have to keep up with it with certain precautions. I can't use certain things on my skin because I'll freak out. Anyways, I'm done talking. Let me just get to this routine because this is supposed to be too long. So I'm just gonna dab some right here. And I'm gonna pull these sleeves up and just rub it together. You guys see my face? Ugh. I'm going to let it sit in there for a few minutes, and then I have to come back and wash this off my face. See you guys when I get back. Okay. Okay, period. Bye. So, I'm back. Kind of exfoliated, but it's supposed to still look the same. Use like a washcloth. Just put some cold water in it. Like a whole bunch of cold water on it. Lay on my face. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. I just wiped the excess off, but I got it on my face. And see, hey. So this is what to do as a normal teenage girl. Try to keep up with your skin. I do this every freaking day. I fell off the wagon a few times, but I'm tracking back on. It's doing good. So you'll probably see more of me in the future, hopefully later. Peace though.
to admit, their routines gave me life. I am breaking out a little bit on this cheek, so I am on my way to Target to get some of the products they recommended. Let's move right along. Now, I feel like I mentioned this a little bit in last week's episode, but for those of you that were not here, I love food. Of course, I never want to overindulge, but sometimes I find myself a little guilty. But these foods that Leah made are top tier. Let's get into the cooking segment with Chef Leah, myself, and Logan. Hey everyone, today we are here with Leah and Logan. Hi. We are about to cook some nice, healthy, and amazing food right now. Leah is going to be our head chef, and me and Logan are going to be the sous chefs trying not to mess anything up. We may have a couple of flukes along the way, but I'm excited to show you guys. Excited to show you this cooking. I'm excited to have these two here with us. This is gonna be so exciting. So let's get into it to our first food. And what's our first food?
So today we're making blueberry muffins. Woo! So exciting. You know, blueberry muffins are very healthy. You know, it depends on what you add to them, but today we're gonna make them healthy because healthy eating is very important. So let's get started.
Let's get started.
So here are the ingredients that we will be using. We'll be using some eggs, 1 egg, and we will be using some sugar, some all-purpose flour, some vanilla, blueberries, baking powder, oil, milk, and basically adding in our own special touch to it.
Okay, we preheated the oven to
400.
Yes, and now we are going to mix the dry ingredients.
Mix it up.
And then the wet, and then pour it all in.
And pull it together. You kind of like smooth it out in the bag so you can get like even-ish. So you can get like accurate measure.
So when did you start cooking?
Well, I started cooking when I was pretty young. My granddad always found it very important for me to learn how to cook. So probably from the age I would say a good 5, I started learning how to cook basic things. And then as I went on, I started learning how to cook more things. And then I also used to watch cooking shows with my grandma, and that really sparked my interest. The Pioneer Woman, Master Chef Junior, I even tried out for that. It was a really cool experience. Watched Top Chef, Chopped, you know, the classics. These are wet ingredients. So what we have here is an egg. We have our oil. You can use coconut oil. You can use just any neutral oil. Coconut oil would be a healthier option, but whatever you have should work as long as it's neutral. That's grapeseed oil, vegetable oil, and so on. Then we have milk. You can use a non-dairy milk as well. So almond milk, oat milk, but we're using just regular milk today. Then we have our vanilla here, you know, add a little flavor. And then we're just gonna mix it up. It's getting better, guys. It's getting better. Which I can see is almost getting there. Maybe like, and now I'm trying to just kind of folding it together. I don't want to like, you know, mix it too much. Okay, so right now we're just folding in the blueberries, making sure everything is well combined. Don't overmix your batter, like I said earlier. Make sure everything is all good.
Okay, so now we are going to put these wrappers?
Like cupcake liners.
Yeah,
liners.
I see. I don't know the terminology.
Okay, so now we're just gonna scoop this in. It's a little thicker, but yeah, that's okay. So don't add too much because this still, you have to still give it time to rise. Now we're gonna put them in the oven at 400 and we'll leave them in there for 15 to 20 minutes. And you wanna make sure they're golden brown. And if you put a toothpick in them, you wanna make sure it doesn't come out wet.
I want to know from you, what is some of your favorite stuff to make personally that you think is like delicious?
Well, I'm more of a I love making dinner foods. I love making salmon. Salmon's one of my favorite things to make. I love making cauliflower Alfredo.
Oh, that sounds so good. I've never had that.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things to make. It's like healthier, you know, not as fattening as regular Alfredo, even though I love me some regular Alfredo. But those are probably the top two things that I really love to make.
So now while we're waiting for the blueberry muffins to finish up in the oven, we are going to make some panini sandwiches. I've never made any before. Are they good?
Yes, I love making paninis. Paninis are very easy to make and they're a really versatile option for lunch. You can literally add whatever you want to them. You can make it like a grilled cheese one, you know, veggie, turkey, like the list can go on and on. And it's really customizable and they're really good. So hope you guys enjoy.
Let's go.
So here are our ingredients. We got the turkey and the ham and all of the cheeses. And we got some tomatoes, some spinach, some chicken that we're gonna cook, and we also got some bread.
Okay, so now we're gonna, chop up the vegetables. So any vegetables you have that you wanna add, whether it be spinach, peppers, onions, whatever, you just wanna chop them up and prep them. So that's what we're about to get into.
Yep. While Leah is cutting some of the vegetables, I'm gonna shred the cheese.
Okay, so now we're gonna season chicken. We don't like bland chicken. So we have some pepper, of course. We have some parsley. You gotta make it look fancy. We got some salt over there. Then we're gonna use some garlic salt. Now you can use salt or garlic salt. I think I'm just gonna stick with mostly garlic salt. Can't have food too salty. Don't want high cholesterol or blood pressure. Okay, then we have the onion powder. And then, we like garlic a lot, so we're gonna add more of the garlic and herb. And we're gonna mix it together. These are done. To make sure they're done, you just stick it and just make sure okay, it's purple because of the blueberries, but you want to make sure there's no crumbs or any batter, liquid batter on it. So see, none of them have batter on it, so you should be all good. I think you're done, guys.
Woo!
We're just waiting for the extra color.
Hey, woo! Flash on. That looking good. The chicken.
The chicken, we're gonna add it to the panini. Yep. Chicken panini.
Chicken panini.
Okay, hi guys. So now we're finally gonna put the panini together. So first, we have a panini maker, and you want to spray your panini maker with some oil. You can do butter. We're using butter spray, but you can use olive oil, or you can just brush it with whatever oil you have. And make sure you preheat this. Follow the instructions. So take your bread, and then you can use whatever toppings. Today we got some cheese, some tomatoes, spinach, and some chicken. But it's really customizable. One time I just put just veggies on here, so it's really customizable. So first we're gonna use the chicken. No, we should use the cheese. We got some mozzarella cheese here. Okay, so the panini is finally done, and now we're gonna have Avery cut it.
So what are some like 3 tips that you would give to people that really want to start cooking but don't know where to start?
1, practice makes perfect. So keep practicing. 2, watch YouTube videos. I feel like that's where I get some of my ideas from. Go on Pinterest. You get a lot of ideas from there. Also, you can start out simple. So like, don't start thinking you can make like a 4-course meal or something. If this is your first time cooking, do something very basic that you feel comfortable with. And then once that gets good, once you perfect that dish, elevate, move on. Final product muffin. Look at the blueberries.
Ooh.
Taste test.
Taste test. You like it?
It's good, guys.
Oh wow, that's good.
Got Avery here taste testing. Let's see how she feels about the food.
I've never had a panini, so. Oh. The bread was soft. It's actually really good. I like this one. We have finished eating our food. It was so good. Like,
Yeah, it was really
one,
good.
thank you.
Oh, thank you
Food
for having
ideas.
me.
I'm so glad that the 2 of you guys got to come today. This was so much fun.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the meals.
Yes, and remember to check out some of Leah's cooking because that was great. And also, if you want to see the recipes and see the ingredients, they're down below in the description. But let's get back on into the episode. Ugh, I always love hanging with them. And not to mention, the food was delicious. If you want to check out these recipes and even try them for yourself, make sure to check out the description where all of the ingredients are listed. And remember, staying healthy and making sure that you provide yourself with energy is definitely a form of self-care. Speaking of energy, you guys will not believe this next segment. I had the opportunity to try out yoga with goats. And yes, I said it, goats. Now, it isn't your typical self-care activity, but I had a blast. Let's get into it.
Treating yourself is all about taking risk, but I kinda outdid myself with this one. This week, I will be taking you along with me on my self-care adventure of goat yoga. So first, we arrived at Goat Yoga Chicago. It is such a nice place. And then, I got to do yoga. It was so relaxing. I never really get to do yoga, so it was really nice to try something out that I don't really do much. And let's just say the goats really, really wanted to say hi to us. And then we got to play with the goats. That was my first time seeing a goat in person, so it was pretty cool. And I even got to have one stand on my back. They aren't as heavy as you think. Goat yoga was definitely an unforgettable experience. If you want to check out Goat Yoga Chicago, make sure to check our description for even more information. Let's get back into some self-care.
Now, can we all take a second and admit that those goats were adorable? They were even dressed in Halloween costumes. Halloween costumes. That was definitely a bucket list thing that I didn't even know I had on my bucket list. Thank you so much to Goat Yoga Chicago. Definitely make sure to check them out. All the info is in the description. And with that, that is the end of this Teendom Talk Show episode. I am so glad that I was able to share with you guys a couple of things about self-care. Hopefully you all will take this and go and create self-care for yourself. It is so very important and so very needed. Make sure to take that time out for yourself. Remember to subscribe, like, follow, share Teendom Talk Show with your friends, and leave a comment of what is your favorite thing to do as self-care. Make sure to be back same time, same place next week for even more fun and even more Teendom. I will see you guys later. Bye!